Okay, so just a couple more details I wanted to add to our August video for this $5 club this year. One of the things I wanted to make sure you understood in your club is that you picked up, your first month, you picked up a set of 12 fat quarters. Throughout the year, all the fat quarters you pick up from the shop and the ones you just picked up are considered your lights, mediums, and darks in your pattern. You will notice on your first block pattern that it calls for you to cut a background color, a light, a medium, and a dark. Your third yards that are cut in half that we refer to in the shop as squatties. Remember, no other shop refers to them as squatties. That's just an Annie's thing. Those squatties will be your background fabrics throughout the quilt, okay? They're used in each block. They're used in the flying geese. These are the colors that you always cut as your background fabric until month 4, when you will pick up your big piece of background fabric and your inner ring to do your bigger pieces outside. But all these small backgrounds are used from your third yard cuts, which you got half of, okay? The other thing I want to point out is the pattern refers to cutting, say, a 2.5-inch strip with the fabric or 4.5-inch strip with the fabric. On both the pieces of fabric that you received from us, you received half a width of fabric. So, for example, you'll notice in my first 2 blocks that are like this, and right here, that my blocks are not identical. That's because I used 1 squatty for my backgrounds in this block, 1 squatty for my backgrounds in this block, and 1 squatty for my backgrounds in this block. Now you only make 2 blocks. I made 3 because I didn't like my first block, the colors. Again, an example of color choices. If I had used this block in my quilt, it would have looked beautiful. So just go for it. You don't have to be too fussy. I can't even remember why we decided that I should change the colors in this block. So again, I just want to point out that your third yards are your background colors, your fat quarters are your squatties. When it says to cut a 1 strip with the fabric, you're going to cut 1 strip that is half the width of fabric because your fat quarter is 22 inches instead of 44 inches. Okay? So if you have any questions about that, give us a shout at the shop. Like I said, if you prefer to do your blocks the same, use 1 fat quarter. If you want your blocks to be different, like mine were, use 1 light fat quarter. Pick another light fat quarter for your second block. So those are just a couple more tips I thought I should add to our video because I don't think I went through them very clearly the first time. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call us at the shop. Thanks.